What's up, family? We're back with another video.
It's Val.
And Sean. Today we're just gonna do some questions from ChatGPT. Just some thinkers. Some thinkers, on 2025 and thus forward.
Alright, I'm gonna ask you first. So, what love means to you in 2025? Or to us in 2025?
Love to us in 2025 / love to me in 2025. I think it's definitely going to be a lot of understanding for sure. Making sure that we are taking time to actually listen and understand our partner's perspectives and their feelings. Because if not, you're not going to be in a relationship anymore. It's going to fail. If you just want to be a me person, it's not going to work out. So definitely, I think 2025 and on, it's going to be a lot of listening and understanding so that we can make informed decisions together, basically. What about you? What do you think love means in 2025?
Well, first I second that. Of course, the love and or the listening and understanding for sure, and tackling problems, knowing none of us are the problem, tackling the problem together is a thing. So that's a good one. And yeah, and honestly, keep on keeping the feeling of when we first met too, because I feel like that's when people start taking, what's that word?
Take things for granted?
Taking your partner for granted.
Yes.
Is when you just, I guess, you get so used to them and forget to be giving them the little reassurances every day. So keep that going.
That leads perfectly into next question. So how do we keep the spark alive?
How do we do it? Like how we have been?
How do we do it as Val and Sean?
I feel like, well, from my perspective, I feel like I'm good at, of course, letting you know daily that I love you. And
secondly,
yeah.
every second, every millisecond.
Not every millisecond.
Every millisecond, yep. The words "hi" is coming out of her mouth about once every for sure. Actually, if I was being realistic,
because you're over there looking cute.
You know what I'm saying? If I was realistic, I'd probably say like at least once every 30 minutes, I'd probably get "I love you" from her.
30? Wow.
Probably every 30, if not an hour. Yeah.
That's kind of crazy. Anywho. I don't know, just making sure, I think keeping the spark alive is making sure to be, I always say this, like, you're so sweet to me. Like, you're always so, like, make sure you're sweet to each other. Like, this is your person who's supposed to be your soft space and your safe place. So, we gotta continue to be sweet to each other and know this isn't, literally this isn't your enemy. Even when you guys are arguing, it's your partner. It's your best friend.
For sure. I agree. I would say, from my perspective, along with everything she said, you also got to continue to have fun with each other too. Don't stop dating. Don't stop having fun together. I like to roast her. That's just me. You don't gotta roast your partner though. But we have like little roast battles in the household. Just keep things fun. Keep things lively. Remember that it is your partner. It is your best friend. It should be your best friend. And if it's not, you should be working towards making that your best friend. Because why would you want to be with somebody for the rest of your life if it's not gonna be your best friend? I mean, if you want to just live with somebody and don't have fun, I guess, sure, go for it. But that's not what we're looking for 2025 and on.
Right.
What else we got?
Maybe this could be one. Love languages, how understanding them changed our relationship.
Okay. Yeah.
That one I think we kind of still are discussing, so it's kind of good to talk about.
I agree. What's the question for sure? Like, what's the actual question? Where's it at?
What our love languages are and how understanding them changed our relationship.
Okay. So, let's see. My love language is definitely quality time and acts of service for sure. Quality time and acts of service. And what would yours be? I mean, I know this, but it's for you guys.
It's hard because I can fit into all categories, but if I'm saying like my main 2 or 3, I'd be like acts of service, physical touch, quality time. And I think we learned that I'm more of a physical touch person than he is. Because sometimes I feel like maybe I can be smothering if I'm always like trying to touch you every hour, every day type of thing.
Which touching me is not necessarily bad. I know some other guys out there might feel this too. I don't like being constricted a lot of the times. I feel like I'm always constricted when it comes to things. I don't know. I also like wearing sweatpants and things like that. You know, sweatpants, sweatshirts. I don't like being constricted. Maybe it's also like the martial arts in me too. I don't know. You know, whatever. But like holding hands doesn't bother me at all. Hugs doesn't bother me at all. It's when you start restricting my movement more and more that I start getting a little weird. Well, that's just me. I'm a weirdo like that.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But it's interesting because I guess my love language is physical touch. Like I guess I feel loved when you like are conscious about like cuddling me and holding my hand and like rubbing my hand and stuff like that. So that's I guess when I feel loved. And acts of service, of course.
Yeah.
And we do a lot of quality time, so it's like, of course, that one.
I didn't realize how big acts of service was for me either until being with you. But definitely acts of service is a big one.
Yeah.
I guess it's like both of us are used to just doing everything ourselves anyways, but you know, once we have another person,
right?
Again, why not help take the load off a little bit, you know? And it does mean a lot.
Because I think both being independent people, and then came to a relationship, we were like still trying to do everything on our own.
Yeah.
But then when you notice like your partner's going out of their way to go, I don't even know, something so simple like
it's
washing your coffee mug. Or
literally.
like
I'm like, what are you doing? Give me this. Let me do this for you. She's like, what? No, I got it. I'm like, no. I got it.
Yeah. Like little things.
So yeah, let your partner be there for you too. You know, don't shut your partner out. That's a big one too. Just in general. Don't shut your partner out. Let them be there for you and watch how it changes your life.
For sure.
Mm-hmm. Moving on. What are our views on marriage then versus now?
That's a good one. Well, we got married almost 2 years ago, so I guess that's a good question to ask now.
Yep.
I honestly don't think they've changed much, though, because I think 2 years ago when you asked me to marry you and we jumped into marriage, I didn't think it would be any different than what it is now. Because we were still in a committed relationship. We still put each other first.
Exactly.
So it's like, I guess the only thing that changed is like, you continue to learn your person.
Yep.
Learn how to communicate better, I guess.
Yeah, I can agree to that. Definitely hasn't really changed our views on marriage. I think we had pretty solid views on marriage. It's one of the reasons we connected so quickly too, is we had very similar views. But definitely being married for now almost 2 years, yeah, it just you learn more. You learn more about, you know, the smaller details of what your views are on what marriage, you know, is supposed to be, or what you want out of marriage. And at that point, it's just like fine-tuning those, you know, small things. But there's never been like any actual issues, at least not that I think of, for us, because we already knew what we wanted. We already knew where we were at, and we knew what we were working towards. And now it's just making those small changes to, you know, get there sooner, basically.
Right. And we were dating. When we were dating, we were already acting married. So it's like,
basically,
because usually people are like, "Oh, it's my boyfriend, it's my girlfriend." like, that's still a legitimate relationship, but I feel like outside people are like, okay, that's your boyfriend, that's your girlfriend, whatever.
Right.
But we still were in a place to know, like, that's my person, and nothing's gonna get kind of annoying at that.
For y'all little toxic mofos out there that be telling people, males and females both, oh, I got a man, I got a woman, and you respond with, but are you married though? Or so you can have another one. Stop it.
Yeah,
Get some help. Okay? No. Stop. You ain't helping nothing at all. Okay? You just spreading more toxicity and negative energy throughout the world. We're not doing that 2025 and on. We spreading positivity and love. All right.
Before we go into another question, this made me think of, I was watching Married at First Sight last night, and that's when they jump into a marriage right when they meet each other, because the experts put them together, like marriage counselors and people who go through all these surveys and like read them and they match them. And then, but one issue a couple is having is there's one girl in the relationship who still wants to go out with her friends. Her argument was she's going out with her friends once a week, every Saturday night for a few hours a week to the clubs, and she's telling her husband that he's controlling and smothering because he's not allowing her to, or he's not comfortable with her. He said you can go. He's not gonna like force her to stay, but he's not comfortable with her going to the club every weekend with her girls.
So I got a question for the guys before she continues. What is the purpose of the club, guys? Okay. What do a lot of men do when they go to the club?
Right. So she's saying, like, oh, you're controlling, you don't want me to go hang out with my friends, and this and that. He's like, it's not that. He's like, you're a married woman now. What married woman should be in the club? He said, you guys can go bowling, you guys can go to dinner, you guys can do this, you guys can come here, I can leave the house, I can go to my boy's house, you guys can have fun here. Like, it's just, why is it a necessity to go to the club itself? Which I understood, and they were telling us in front of the marriage counselor too, and the marriage counselor literally was like, on her ass, she was like, well, yeah, you're kind of married. She's like, so what is your purpose of going to the club scene every weekend? Yeah. It is interesting. So it's like, and she's like, I just like to dance and I like to hang with my girls, and it's like,
she be dancing,
right? So it's like, at that point,
it's ridiculous.
And the dude's like, yeah, I don't think you're ready to be married, which is a fair argument.
I feel like that's pretty fair. Also, with that too, why not be doing things with your spouse on the weekend too? Sometimes why every weekend is dedicated to your girls?
That's also what he was saying.
Like, why can't we do something on Saturday now? Like why can't we go to dinner? Why can't we go out to, go bowling or something like that too? I don't know. Especially if you work most people, they're working the whole week and then having just the weekend to rest and recuperate and maybe have some fun. So why not set some time aside from that for your spouse, which you should be doing?
Right. Because everyone's week is busy for sure, and then the weekend, yeah, why wouldn't you be spending those hours in the night with your spouse?
Again, people, man, oh man. We're gonna play a couple rounds of Would You Rather, since ChatGPT thinks that's something fun to do. And I guarantee I'm gonna know the answer to most of these questions too. Would you rather wash the dishes or rake up some leaves?
Rake up some leaves.
Don't you? She ain't wash no dishes. She ain't wash dishes. She ain't wash dishes. We both hate dishes. I swear.
That's an interesting part of us, is that that's a chore we both don't like to do. I will do any other chore. I will mop the ceiling.
I'm telling you, I'll clean the bathroom, all the nooks and crannies of the bathroom, whatever. I hate doing dishes. I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is either.
But you don't want to just get paper plates and just keep buying those. One, that's an expense, and then two, now you're just trashing the planet some more.
And you're hurting the environment.
Right. So it's like, man.
At this point, we just look at each other and we're like, one of us gonna do them, and there you go.
Literally. So talking about acts of service right there. That's an act of service right there.
That's
my gosh. Oh man.
That's true.
Man. All right. Let's see. You think of one.
Would you rather?
No.
Would you rather lose?
Well, I gotta lose something already.
Lose both pinkies.
Not the pinky.
Literally. Lose both pinkies. Or lose an earlobe.
Take my earlobe. Take my earlobe. Take it real quick. Just yank real, that's all you gotta do. I need my pinkies. Pinky strong.
Yeah. That's true.
Okay. Would you rather only be able to go out at nighttime like a vampire because you'll burn up in the sunlight?
Okay.
Or would you rather live on the moon by yourself?
Like with you? And myself?
I can only come visit on the weekends.
I will only go out at night. Plus, I kind of like going. As much as I don't like the brightness of the sun because my eyeballs, I still like going out and like feeling the sun on my skin and stuff like that. So, also that's a hard one.
Mm-hmm.
But on the moon, am I even gonna be able to feel the sun? Yeah, I would.
You get light.
Right.
I don't know if you would feel it that much, but I mean, you get light.
Well, no, because you're only gonna visit in the weekend, so now I'll only go out in the dark on Earth.
And never feel the sun again.
Yeah.
I mean, you can like poke your finger out there for a little bit, and I guess. But
Exactly. Yeah. Because I got my baby, so.
That's called dedication.
That's called love.
Literally. All right, see if we can do one more. Ooh, should we tackle a real world one? I have to do one or two more. Ooh, that one's good too.
Whichever one you think.
I think we should tackle this one. GPT gave us a good one. It says, how society shapes modern relationships. And I think that's pretty good to go into because it's talking about social media and cultural expectations and whatnot. Some of us have very cultured parents. You know what I mean? So how... Oh, what's the question again? I forget that quick. How society shapes modern relationships.
Okay.
What do you think?
Well, for one, I think for our generation and our age group, a lot of people don't take relationships seriously.
I agree.
They're kind of just like...
We just talked about the club thing too. Like that's a pretty big thing too.
Right.
Like they took the girls just want to have fun a little bit too seriously. You know what I mean? Like, yes, you should have fun, but
right.
What is that like? How does that affect you and your partner?
Right. And I mean, people don't even need to be in a relationship. People don't need to be in a relationship. But if you find a person you want to be in a relationship with them, then it's like you need to kind of like be accordingly.
Mm-hmm. And now with social media too, which was a big thing. It's a really big thing for some of the younger generations. I know I look like I'm 14, but it's cool. Promise you I'm not. I almost doubled that now. That's crazy. But yeah, like social media, it has a very negative effect if you let it. Like a lot of people get on social media and thinking that they're safe and they can just do what they want to do. It's they're still like like they're a different person. You know what I mean? And you want to go in here and start, messaging these other girls, messaging these other guys. Well, let's talk about both perspectives, right? I guess I did the male perspective, and you can do the female one. So for guys, a lot of guys go on social media, and it's liking pictures, videos, it's sending quick little DMs, or like little hearts or heart eyes, whatever it is. It's even guys posting thirst traps too, you know what I'm saying? You don't need to be posting thirst traps as well. And you're just cultivating this environment of distrust, because like how can your partner trust you if you're doing all these things?
Right.
Because at that point, what you're showing your partner is, I still want to be seen by these other people, I still want this attention. Or if you're liking other people's pictures and photos and whatnot, or slide up on the stories, whatever it is that y'all be doing these days, then you're still showing interest in another person. And people are like, well, it's not cheating if I'm just liking the picture. Well, you kind of are emotionally cheating there, and you're taking away from the emotional intimacy that you should be giving your partner, and you're giving it to somebody else.
Right.
And so from the female side, what these females be doing on social media these days?
Well, yeah, going back to thirst traps. If you're in a relationship, you definitely should not be posting, like, your body in ways where your partner should only be seeing your body. I believe in the whole, like, your body's a temple thing. So, if you're posting, like, bikini pictures and all this, and you can't get mad at your partner liking other girls in bikinis then. So, it's like, you can't
double standard, huh?
Right, you can't be posting this kind of stuff, and, like, it's not... posting bikini pictures, like, that's not for your girls. Like, come on. I never understood that, because I've never once posted a bikini picture.
And y'all know dang on well you got little group chats for your girls if you want to send a picture to your group chat with little girls, you know what I'm saying? Come on.
It's like, why does it need to be on a platform where anybody could see it and comment on and this and that? But also, on the other hand, you would not feel respected if your partner's doing that, liking pictures of girls like that. So it's not a good feeling, of course. Like, so
it's a good point. It's a very good point right there. Thirst traps are real. And again, because like it's kind of the same thing too. Like, it's still at that point, if you're fetching for attention, then you are in a way taking away from what you should be getting and could be working towards in your relationship. And again, like you said earlier, you don't need to be in a relationship. You really don't need to be, dating somebody. And much like this person who I'm seeing walk across the street right now, who has his woman, more in traffic than he is, like, you don't need to be in a relationship, okay?
I'm so dead.
You're supposed to be protecting your woman, man. What are you doing? Get her on the inside, bro. But yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's okay to be single. It is okay to have your fun or whatever,
Oh, she got the door too.
She got the door too? Oh my gosh.
And that's one thing I really do appreciate about Sean is he makes me feel protected, even if it's just in the street, walking across the street, getting the doors for me. Like, it's the little things, like acts of service and just looking out for your partner. Because the way we see a lot of dudes these days, it's just, we sit here and we just kind of chuckle because it's like, it's more sad. Like,
they be rushed to the car too. They be like, rush to the car, and they get the door for themselves, sit in the car. The female is still,
and the woman's still
freaking
trying to
baby in hand, baby in hand walking. Like, come on, bro, come on. But yeah, so come on, guys. That's 2025. We're doing better for ourselves, and we're doing better for our partners. Okay, we're going to be vulnerable and allow love to rule in our lives instead of letting fear and any other negative emotion rule 2025. We're moving forward, moving up.
Exactly.
Yeah. As always, it's been fun talking to you guys. Definitely go ahead and leave a comment down there on what you think. Leave a comment. So definitely leave some comments. You better smack me. But definitely leave some comments about what you think are very important in relationships and how you think it affects the relationship if you do not uphold those things. And of course, by this point, you should be subscribed to. I don't know why you're not. You know what I'm saying? Hit that follow, hit that subscribe. Like, what are you doing? Come on now. It's Val and Sean. Anything else you want to say?
No.
Cool.
So for bye, y'all. I hope everyone has a great 2025, honestly.
Indeed.
Make some changes. Changes happen, I feel like, within, and then what Michael Jackson say? If you have to make a change. And then he said, I'm starting with the man in the mirror.
Yeah. If you want to make the world a better place, and take a look at yourself and make
that change.
Exactly.
So yeah, exactly. It's for real. That's honestly what it is.
But yeah, and definitely check in with us too throughout the year, on how things are going. We actually do care about everybody, so check in with us and tell us how things are going. And we'll keep telling you guys too. So yeah, peace.
Peace, y'all.